So for SB Dunk lows, I'm taking L's pretty much every week. And for the SB Dunk lows I do have in my collection, I've had to pay resale for. And there's quite a few that I've taken my L on, and I've passed and moved on to the next one. But there was one particular release that caught my eye, and after I took my L, I said to myself, this was one I had to cop for resale. So I did. Now, what's surprising is there was a lot of hype behind this sneaker, and it seems to have kind of tanked on the secondary market. But for me, I think it's fire, and I'm really happy to have it in the collection. So let's check it out. Hey, what's going on? Lukas here, back with another video. And today I'm checking out the Nike SB Dunk Low Polaroid. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, you like all kinds of content related to sneaker culture, please do subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you do like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really will help the channel grow. And stay tuned for the end of the video for those on feet looks. Now today I'm checking out an SB Dunk Low that for me was a must cop, and after taking my own sneakers I had to pay resale, but really happy to have it in hand. And that is the Nike SB Dunk Low Polaroid. So this sneaker dropped originally around April time frame, and I've kind of had my eye on the secondary market for quite a while now, and what I noticed, the price of the sneaker was dropping, and then it got to kind of a midpoint where I thought, you know what, let me pull the trigger. So I did, and recently got this in hand, and obviously really have to have it in the collection. I think it's a fire sneaker. What we're finding now is a lot of SBs are actually tanking in the resale market. I say tanking, they're kind of obviously not selling for astronomical pricing. So for me, it's really cool because it means that I can get SBs for, you know, a fairly reasonable price point, not paying a huge amount over retail. Now originally it's dropped on the SNRKS App for a price point of £109.95 here in the UK, or $120 in the US. And after fees and shipping, I paid around $225 US from StockX. Now I've took my pair out. I'm 100% sure it's authentic, as I really have to have it in the collection. So let's check out the details. So the inspiration behind the sneaker is the Polaroid camera and how it would look if it was turned into a sneaker. And obviously Polaroid is a classic instant camera from like the 90s, 2000s, where so you would snap the camera and the picture would then instantly generate out the camera. So there was no waiting to develop it, no having to go to a store to obviously get the 35mm film developed. And more recently we've had the Instax cameras, which have a similar kind of mechanism. But for the most part, the Polaroid camera's kind of died out due to, you know, the revolution of the digital camera, and also the cameras have been smartphones. But for this release, Nike SB and Polaroid came together, have brought some fire details to the sneaker, and I think it's come out really well, and I'm really happy to have it in the collection. So let's check out the details. So because it's a hype collaboration, you get the rainbow box. So you obviously have Nike SB on the top, and you have your yellow, red, blue, and green on the top. You then also have Nike SB on this side. So size tag reads Nike SB Dunk Low Pro QS. Colorway is black, black, white. These are my true size of US 14, UK 13. So pop lid. Then inside you get your standard tissue paper that you get on rainbow box releases. So you pull this back. And here we have the sneaker. So it's the Nike SB Dunk Low Polaroid. So here we have the sneaker. I think it's fire. I think, you know, what I like is it's, you know, it's a very subtle sneaker. It's got some, but obviously it has the instant logo recognition with the swooshes that you see on the side and on the toe box as well. But obviously we'll cover that during the review. So starting on the outsole, so you have your standard SB Dunk outsole. But what's cool is you also have the red circle here, which kind of indicates a recording function. So obviously when you're using a camera, you're going to record, and that kind of ties back into that. So in the middle you've got Nike and SB right here in this black cutout, and obviously that's embossed as well, so that's kind of nice. Turn to the side, you've got an all white midsole going all the way around, and it's quite thick, it's obviously for skateboarding. And we come to the upper, so this is an all suede upper, and again it feels really nice to the touch. And this is actually with the multiple swooshes on the sides. You have red, orange, yellow, green, and then blue at the bottom. That kind of symbolises the Polaroid logo colour scheme as well. If we turn to the top of the sneaker on the toe box, so you have again all suede toe box, feels really nice to the touch. And then you have again those 5 colours representing Polaroid. So you've got blue, green, yellow, orange, red right there. Very subtle detail, but again it kind of marks the collaboration really well, I think. As we got the tongue, so it's a mesh tongue, and again it's going to be quite thick because it's an SB, and then you just got black laces going up. Top of the tongue you just got Nike SB and then Dunk Low Pro in that white writing on the black background. On the back of the tongue you just got the kind of trademark notice for Polaroid. In addition to the black laces, you also get 3 other pairs of laces. So you get a red pair, an orange pair, and a yellow pair. Again to symbolise obviously the colours that you see on the toe box here. The fact you still get 3 pairs of laces in addition to black, I think is kind of fire as well. If we turn to the medial side, again you've got that same 3 swooshes here. So you've got the red, orange, yellow, green, and on this kind of plastic swoosh, and then on the bottom you've got another leather swoosh in blue right there. And again that's to symbolise the colours of the Polaroid logo. On the back of the heel you've got Polaroid logo right here embossed in black writing, as you can see there. And on the sock liner itself, so it's an all black sock liner, again padded, so obviously you're going to get a lot of support there. And then you just have on the insole the Nike SB logo in white, but then you also have yellow, green and blue to obviously go along with the colour scheme of the Polaroid logo. So this is the right sneaker. We'll just take a quick look at the left. So here we have the left sneaker, obviously ignore the StockX tag. We do have the same detailing as we see on the right sneaker, so we obviously have the swooshes here and obviously the detailing on the toe box. 2 additional pieces you have on the left sneaker. On the back you have just the Nike wording embossed, similar to the Polaroid that you see on the right sneaker. Then have 3 additional sets of laces, so you have blue, green and white, which again is crazy. So if you put 2 sneakers together you actually get 6 pairs of laces, 7 if you include the black that come as default. The styling possibilities are endless if you ask me. Personally I'll probably keep the black, but I would definitely rock some of the other colours I think. It just depends on my mood, I'd say. So the one other detail as well on the insole is you have the Polaroid logo, and then you have the colours red, orange and yellow right there. So again, fire detail. And one other detail on the side of here is you just got a little button there. So again, kind of symbolising a camera. You press the button, you're taking a picture, and again, that's what you would see on the camera. So again, a subtle detail, but again, speaks to the collaboration. In terms of sizing, I'm true to size, and that fits fine. With SBs, because you do have a wide toe box, you could potentially go down half a size. Obviously I have a wide foot, so that doesn't really work for me, but true to size works fine. And that would be my recommendation. In terms of resale, as I mentioned, the last sale for this was £170. Now these retail for £109.95. You're probably about 60 to 80 above retail after fees, which for me isn't bad. I think, you know, it's definitely come down in price, and I think if you wanted to cop it, you probably should look at doing that now, because you know the prices are pretty much stabilising. Obviously big sizes will cost more because there's less pairs, but obviously if you like B sizes, then you shouldn't have a problem copping this for a good price. What do you think of the sneaker? Did you cop? Did you pass? Is it something you might think about getting on the resale market? Let me know in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for the foot's coming up shortly, and again, appreciating your feedback in the comment section down below. So thanks for taking this video. If it's the kind of content you want to see, you know, anything related to sneaker culture, unboxings, reviews, opinions, etc., please do subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you did like today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really will help the channel grow. And until next time, take it easy. I'll see you next video.